How's it going, guys? My name is Righteous Nikki and welcome to another Overmind game. Today I'm going to be showing you Sonya. We're going to be playing on Dragon Shard. First bans are going to be Ragnaros and Sylvanas. I actually first was planning to go Sylvanas, but they did ban her, so I'm going to be going Sonya. Sonya is one of the heroes that currently I've been playing quite a lot, and I play Sonya only with the Leap ultimate. And as you're going to see in this game, it's going to be very game changing. At the end, especially. I think I might have performed a bit not that well through the early and middle game, but let's not talk about it right now. Let's discuss the picks. Tychus and Artanis, two pretty solid picks in the meta, to be honest. Tychus is a very nice choice to... Actually, most people actually pick Tychus to deny, because the meta is around two tanks in both teams, so whichever team gets Tychus is in a very superior position in general. That doesn't mean that Tychus cannot be countered. I think Sonya is a pretty decent counter to Tychus, because the spear acts as a stun that can disrupt Tychus' turret, overkill, not turret, as well as the leap also is a stun, so having some very nice stuns and damage dealing is very crucial versus Tychus. If you're a beefy tank with not much damage output, Tychus healing just sustains that. So we're going to get Zarya. Zarya works pretty well with Sonya, giving me a shield to sustain myself much better when I dive deeper. And Malfurion is also probably one of the strongest supports currently, as well as Rhaegar, so they're probably going to take Rhaegar. They banned Gul'dan there. Gul'dan is actually the most contested mage currently as well, but not generally for Dragon Shard, mostly for other maps with clear, like Braxis Holdout and the Infernal Shrines, but we're going to ban Liming here. I'm not really sure about the Liming ban. I mean, she's also one of the picked mages, but generally I don't think Liming is that great versus air comp, because Zarya is a very annoying thing to have versus Liming in general. They're going to pick Varian. Varian is actually not from most of the picked tanks, but he's pretty strong in general in the right hands. And to be honest, Varian is pretty good versus Sonya. His stunts and taunts can shut down Sonya pretty hard, to be honest, so I kinda got countered by that. Not only that, but Brightwing is also a counter to me. The Polymorph removes my Whirlwind as well, generally making me unable to dive properly, which is going to be a bit hard for me. We're going to get Kel'Thas. Kel'Thas is great. I did suggest to my teammate to pick Raynor because there's a level 4 talented Raynor called I'm going to write it. Commanders, no. Relentless Leader, yeah. Basically, whenever you get stunned, you push back everyone around you, and Varian stun is a charge, so you're going to push back Varian, so that's pretty useful. Last pick is going to be Nazeebo there. I'm not really sure about the Nazeebo pick. I mean, Nazeebo is actually pretty good versus ability damage, so it kind of makes sense. We have actually a lot of ability damage besides me and Raynor, so Nazeebo is a decent pick here, to be honest. I really like Kel'Thas though. Kel'Thas is a excellent mage versus two tanks, though he's going to get caught up there. I'm just going to start zoning out people, but I took already a huge chunk of my HP down. As a Sonya though, I feel most comfortable going on the top lane now. What I took for level 1 talent is Shot of Fury. Now, whenever you're faced versus a Tychus as a Sonya, you definitely don't want to be picking the block talent, because Tychus auto attack speed is so huge that your block talent just doesn't give you any value. So Shot of Fury increases your maximum Fury to 150 and allows you to give yourself a Shot of Fury, 50 Fury at I think a 1 minute cooldown. But that Fury doesn't disappear sometimes, so whenever you can just stay on top of your Fury, which is pretty important, especially with using Whirlwind. It's a very useful thing to have, and sometimes when you spend a lot of Fury, like right now, into trading, into using your Seismic Swarm, you really want to keep your Fury up, and this talent is simply great for that. In my opinion, from all of the talents, I would say that the auto attack, health regen, I mean the Vampire Steel, the Life Steal talent is probably the worst out of the three. So if you have someone like Takas, oh, I'm actually trading here. I'm going to grab out on the Brightwing, but Varian is going to finish me out. My thought was that if they have attack, if they don't have attacks on their team and they have a lot of auto attackers, the block definitely. If they don't have, if they have attacks on their team, then Shot of Fury. I actually get Shot of Fury in some other scenarios as well. I think in a big tank compositions, like if their team decides to go 3 melee, I think Shot of Fury is also superior then. Because it allows you to use more AoE spells with your Fury, that's the main reason. I'm going to go for the Hurricane talent. It reduces my cooldown of my Whirlwind by 1 second. This is the main reason I actually take it. They actually don't have that many swallows. As roots, they don't have roots, I think. Varian's Q, not Q, but W counts as a stun, so yeah, they actually are contesting the dragon moment, but my goal is here to actually zone out Artanis, push the wave and make him low on HP so I can get this shrine without being contested. Your biggest strength as a Sonya is fighting on the wave so you can get health regen back from the minions, and also this allows you to push the wave, so basically if your opponent doesn't have stun, they're kind of fucked up. Though this might sound strange, but I have been owned 1 versus 1 as a Sonya from an OHOOOO, which blew my mind. I mean, I tried so hard to 1 versus 1 that OHOOOO on the lane, and she just owned me, man. Like, her pushback stopped her from me going ever close to her, and she just had also a health sustain that just didn't allow me to make any progress towards pushing her out. So if you ever if you ever wonder how to counter Sonya, pick OHOOOO as a double support. That's the trick. Otherwise, Artanis is no problem for me at all to contest, especially if he's going to miss his prism. Generally, as a Sonya, I can 1 versus 1 Artanis pretty decently, especially if there is a minion wave coming up. Now, if it's a pure 1 versus 1, Artanis might have a bigger edge, but generally, I think on the wave, Sonya is superior to mostly anyone. I'm going to take the healing talent for level 7. With you having more fury, you can actually spend that fury into healing yourself, and that is what the level 7 talent is going to allow you. I don't remember how it's called, but basically it's a 10-second cooldown ability which allows you to heal for 10% of your maximum health, and that costs 20 fury. 20 fury isn't much when you have 150 cap. When you have 100 fury though, 20 fury is a bit risky to sacrifice, especially if you want to be using some other abilities. So picking this talent, I would suggest you if you are going for the more fury. 10% of your maximum health isn't that much as well. Currently it's around 300 HP, but it serves as a little heal boost that can help you survive in very crucial situations like this one. They decide to focus me there, but the Shot of Fury, I mean not the Shot of Fury, the Shot of the heal, the little heal, turned their tides back away from me. So it's a very nice thing to have, and as you can see I can keep myself up generally with this thing on the lane, even if I'm not being able to clear the wave, even if I'm zoned out heavily, I can still sustain myself with this talent. So the other talent that I would suggest you to take if you're not going for the Shot of Fury is the improved spear that increases the range of the spear. This allows you to be a very big threat to the backline of the enemy team. You can attack from a bit longer angles, so that's very helpful. Also, the spear itself is going to give you a 20 more energy fury upon landing, so that's always also something that is very useful. I've tested the other spear talent that is do 150% more damage in 6 seconds period of time. Now, I don't know, man. In my opinion, it's better to have your spear land more often with the increased range. Oh, they took the dragon. Then dealing that 100% bonus damage, because you can do that bonus damage by you hitting a Seismic Slam, to be honest. And if you hit that spear, you're definitely going to be able to hit that Seismic Slam. And you're definitely going to have the Fury, bonus Fury from the talent to hit that Seismic Slam as well. Now I took the leap. We got level 10. I pushed far enough here. So I'm going to decide to help my team now because they actually took the Zebo and their team is outnumbered. So I don't see a problem. I missed my spear there. But I'm going to start dealing some damage on the... one of our teammates died. I'm taking a lot of damage as well. I'm going to heal a bit and get the hell out of here. I'm getting pretty well. Going to heal myself. Now I see a variant. Actually, I didn't manage to do much. I'm going to stun the Tychus here because he was using his passive there and was dealing a lot of damage to him. Now the Zarya is going to zone him out and we're going to be able to finish him very nicely here. Varian now getting caught in the root. I'm going to follow up with a stun. I'm going to get polymorph. I'm now going to go into the whirlwind. I'm going to clear up this lane until my teammates are chasing their team. At the moment, things look pretty equal. I mean, they did took out the mid towers, but I did manage to take out the top towers with my pushing. So pretty equal standing at the moment. Both teams are level 11. I'm going to start doing this siege camp. Now, more fear died yet. Now, generally, you don't want to be doing camps with Sonya, especially if you haven't spec'd into the level 4 talent that allows you to take 50% reduction? No. Reduced damage from mercenaries. Because you're not that as tanky as you might see. Though you can solo both the small and the big camp, it's going to sacrifice a big chunk of your health. Now, I see on the Zebo here, I'm going to be generally doing some damage with the Hurricane, clearing the wave now. Dealing a lot of damage with the Seismic Slam. Going to engage with the leap there and going to finish him out. He just couldn't do that much damage to what I could have done there. And especially with my sustain, with my E and of course healing talent, which I actually don't think I used. Generally he wasn't in a good position to be dealing damage to him. To me. Oh, that was a very nice prism there. Oh, the game lagged? What the hell happened here? I actually now remember, I think I disconnected here for some reason. I don't know why. Either my nets went down, which I don't think was the case. I think the Battle.net servers were a bit unstable. But generally this isn't very good news. Not very good news indeed. I don't remember even if I out-tapped here. Yeah, I'm reconnecting here. Thankfully. We're not... Oh, I'm very low on HP here in the midst of a team fight. I'm going to go for the life funnel talent. I'm going to comment it about later. I missed my spear now. The increased range of the spear could have allowed me to engage on Zebo and maybe take him out, but I did went for the healing talent there. Because I felt, especially versus Artanis, that I needed that extra health regen to zone him out. Ooh, another lag spike there. It's pretty unfortunate. So the life funnel talent basically wanna take it, especially if you're going for the whirlwind build. Now the thing is that I'm actually not fully maximizing the whirlwind damage here versus their team because they have a lot of hard CC that stops my whirlwind. But still I'm getting 2 versus 1 here. I think I'm being taunted. I'm going to leap the hell out of here on a sliver of health. It's going to be very close, very quick. I have a fountain here. Use my one ability. I'm going to try to help out Kyotos here to escape because this variant is zoning him out quite a lot. Now our tiny dog waiting in the bush and this time I'm going to die, unfortunately. Well, I was hoping for Kyotos to actually follow me up because we were in a position that now I was zoning the variant and Kyotos could have done some free damage there. But I guess he was pretty low on mana, so no hard feelings there from me. He's going to get taunted there. He's pretty low to contest the dragon anymore, so they're going to take the dragon again. Generally, I shouldn't have followed up variant in that bush. But yeah, I was thirsty for blood and Artanis was waiting there, so I kinda got killed. So generally the whirlwind isn't very effective versus their team comp in general, but I really like it because of the healing factor that it provides. I mean, I might get polymorph, but considering the whirlwind is on a 3-second cooldown, I still can get some value out of it. Now I got punched out from my team, but I see a one Zebo here. I'm going to engage with the spear. I'm going to start doing damage here. I'm going to break out from his zombie wall pretty easily. I am keeping chasing him. I'm going to stun him so I can get a bit of a distance close to him. He managed to get in the tomb there, so I can take a bit more damage from the minion wave, but that's not going to be enough. I'm doing very well versus Nazeebo 1 versus 1, so that's going to be awesome. Now we're one level back behind here, so that's not very cool, but our team did manage to take out the dragon there, and they're chasing the enemy team 4 versus 4. A bit ballsy, but I saw their times there on the top, so they're in the full right to be chasing them because they were outnumbered. I'm just going to zone this minion wave, not zone, clear this minion wave on the middle so I can get that level 16. I'm going to go Nerves of Steel. Generally I would suggest you that you pick this talent most of the time. In very I'm actually dealing some very nice damage on the Artanis there. He did ulti. And I got ulted by Brightwing. I would have jumped with the... I actually don't have the leap. I'm going to re-engage on the Brightwing, but I'm going a bit deep now. Varian is in a very bad spot here. He's going to get double ulted by... triple ulted actually by Raynor, Kyotos and Zarya, which did melt him down. I think that was a bit too much ults to waste. I think I wouldn't use the Raynor one, but I did engage on Brightwing, though I missed my spear there. If I hit my spear there, maybe we could have caught him up, but that missing spear was pretty bad. So the level 16 talent, generally, especially versus Tychus, the shield is the superior choice. Because attack speed versus Tychus, I mean, it kinda helps, but the shield is definitely superior. And besides the Tychus, they don't really have other auto-attackers that much. They're more of ability damage dealer, so the shield in this case is definitely superior talent. Now if you're facing a double ranged assassin comp, like double auto attackers, then the other talent might be a bit useful, though I tend to feel that generally I'm always lower on HP with the reduced attack speed talent, while the shield lets me be a bit more comfortable with my HP. So most of the time I would suggest you to pick the shield. Now, since team fight is going to be happening here, Zarya is poking out. That Artanis ulti was pretty strange. He did manage to engage on the Raynor, but he went a bit too deep there, going to get stunned by the spear, and my team is going to finish him out. Now I'm going to re-engage on the Brightwing with the leap. He was in a very bad angle there, so I'm going to be able, my team is going to be able to finish that out. Another spear on the Nazeebo there. He's going to get in the ice block, but he's going to get finished because we managed to caught up on him. And 3 kills already, that's pretty good for us. Pretty good, we're going to be able to secure this easy dragon now. I think Artanis did pretty badly there. Not only that he engaged with the ulti, which was pretty bad. Like, the moment we saw that he used that ulti, we had no desire to be fighting at all. I mean, if he called up someone and then used the ulti, that would have made much more sense. Though he eventually did call the Raynor, but I don't know, I felt like that was very prematurely there, and generally it didn't seem to me like a very good engage from their side. That's why we did manage to counter engage quite good, better, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to fully express myself. So Artanis again is going to use his ulti. It makes more sense now because he wants to stop some of the dragon damage going on the structures. That makes sense. But we're chasing down on this level 20, which is going to be very important for us, and especially for me. There's some trading happening there. I'm going to got up Nazeebo there, but he is a bit beefy with his HP there. Artanis now pulling up the Raynor. Both Raynor and Artanis in the bad positions. I'm going to get taunted there. I'm going to try to escape, but the problem there was that oh, I'm going to get shut down there. Problem is that the dragon tossed Artanis very far away from us, so we couldn't get a pick. So we're going to be 2 men down now. They follow up on a town on the Zarya. Zarya is extremely low there. Yeah, she's going to die. Now they did manage to turn us away with 3 kills there. Finally level 20, and I would suggest you always upgrade the ultimate to Ariat Creator. Not only that, the first important thing of this upgrade is you get 20-second reduction to the ultimate, which is going to be from, I think, 70 to 50 seconds, which is extremely useful. You having the engage available as soon as possible is extremely useful. Keltas is not now going to get caught by Nazeebo wall there. This doesn't look very well for us. Malfurion is the one survivor here. It's trying to do his best to zone them out. He's actually doing a pretty good job. Artana is now going extremely deep. He's going to die to a fort, freezing him there and rainor damage. Now, let me take just a sip of water. Now, the strongest part of this talent is, of course, the crater. Oh, I see them, they're doing this camp here, but seems they're going to back it out before they took it. Now I'm going to engage, zoning them out here, 2 people. Malfurion is going to follow up with the silence, and we just managed to get 3 people with my aggressiveness there, which is going to be awesome. Timers are down for them by 60 seconds. Malfurion managed to get the Nazeebo dismounted. Zarya perfect. Perfect zoning out there. We're going to be able to grab a kill on the Nazeebo, and they're in a very bad spot here. I think we're just going to go straight up for the siege damage here and not wait for the minion wave to come. Now, as you can see, the power of the crater there, basically it allows you to zone people. I mean, heavily zone, almost as a stun. Basically they cannot do anything there besides dealing damage. I mean, it's more like a root, but it's 5-second duration. That 5 seconds is extremely powerful. I'm going to do it again on the Artanis. As you can see, he is just unable to go anywhere. And the 50 seconds cooldown reduction on this ultimate with this talent is just awesome. It just gives so much engage value, engage potential, that if your team is smart enough to follow up on that, you can just make some very huge picks. Now the variant did manage to get a very nice stun on the Zarya there, and we're pretty low there, but our team did manage to pick up the dragon there. I am a bit low as well. I'm going to heal up a bit with my one ability, hopefully soon. Yep. Now we're going to just go for the corner. We're pretty low, but we have a dragon, so that's giving us a lot of confidence. Nazeebo getting caught up by Malfurion. He's going to get silenced. I'm going to finish that. Another crater available. Going to pick up those 2 guys again. I'm polymorphed, but my team is just going to come from the side and finish them out. And this is going to be game. Man, I really want to show this game because I really wanted to show the potential of this crater talent upgrade, because it is full of potential. And I got the MVP. Hell yeah. So yeah, guys, this is going to be a Sonya Overmind. Wow, I got 6 upvotes. Awesome. It's very rare that I got so many. But yeah, guys, generally this is the Sonya build that I would suggest you to follow, especially for you taking Leap and Crater. I'm not really a big fan of the Berserker. I think the Berserker is primarily better versus a heavy melee team, where you can actually maximize the damage in close range, while their team has a bit more ranged characters that needs to get engaged. I definitely suggest the Leap. It definitely gives you a very heavy engage potential. So that's going to be everything from me from today, guys. So thank you for watching, and until next time, stay righteous. And now we're going to start poking. I'm going to go. Oh, Starfall going down. Nice pickup on Tyrande there. She's going to get cleansed. So I'm going to try to maybe re-engage on the Tyrande on the side. I'm going to try to do the 8C going with the stun. Tyrande missing the stun. Ragnaros smash. I'm going to go for the throw 2 times, 3 times. 8C going for the ulti, but their team is dead. And yes, this is going to be a game. Now that happened pretty fast. This